There's been a lot going on in the world since we last talked, and one of the things is Diddy, right? And I don't want to talk about Diddy in particular. You can if you want to, but I'm just want to talk about the industry in itself. You've been in it, you've been involved, you've seen these wild parties. I don't know if you've seen the wild parties, but I'm sure you've heard of all this shit. How real is it when it comes to hip hop? The experience been like in the game when you in it?
Now I wish I could be like some of these dudes. Say, "Oh, I seen this, seen that." I have not seen. However, being close to certain situations and being aware and hearing things, I have a belief that the freaking is deep. The one thing I could share at one potential time, I was contemplating hiring someone as my publicist, and one of the things they shared with me that blew my mind, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said it with a whole bunch of certainty and they said Redman and Method Man have been a couple as long as we've been aware of them as a hip hop duo. Yeah, so imagine that, hearing that from someone up until that point, everything they said has been credible to you. They've never had a reason to lie to you. You don't have a dynamic. They're a member of that side.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, who knows? But I can't say I know that to be true, but I can't say I just say I don't believe it either. Shit, you never know.
Yeah. That's hard to believe, but it's a lot that's hard to believe that's been brought up as facts. So
shout out to Red Meth. I ain't saying I know that, y'all, but somebody putting that out there on y'all to the point where the dude told me this. See, the dude was coming out of the closet and he was married, going through a divorce.
Right.
So when I met him on the business meeting, I was suspicious of his gotta be careful I use these words, his status, because the third party introduced us. We all had the general masculine appearance. When I shook his hand, we met. He said, "Yeah, I'm going through a divorce. My wife got 17 personalities and 15 of them can't stand me." I said, "Ooh, he's one." I just knew that. Bam.
Word.
So, but he had 2 young daughters, so it was like a throw off. So, when he told us a story about Red and Meth, the account happened was he said they were in a hotel somewhere. So Red Meth, y'all will know if this is true. They were in a hotel somewhere, and he was with his wife in the lobby, and he had a previous relationship with these dudes. He was still in the closet at this time. So but he was industry savvy. His wife knew he dabbled in the industry. So they in the lobby. He said he see Red at the water machine, the fountain, or doing something in the lobby with a robe on. Yo, Red, what up? Whoa, what up, son? Whoa. Oh, you want to come upstairs and smoke one, Chief one? He like, sure, come on. He said when he looked over to his wife, come on, baby. He say Red. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it was Red or Meth it was either or. He say, when he see him beckoning his wife, come on, he asked like, yo, she cool? He like, yeah, she cool. Now, mind you, at this point in her life, Red and Meth is this guy's wife's favorite group.
Okay.
Posters everywhere, according to him. So they get up to the hotel room, and this is what's reportedly took place. Red or Meth, whichever one it was, with the robe, walks in the room, derobes, butt naked, hop in the bed with the other Red or Meth, and that's how the session went. While they was butt naked in the bed, him and his wife, they smoked. He said when they left, she was so disgusted, she threw up, tore down all the posters. So that's the weirdest shit I heard about some people we really know and fuck with that I can't confirm.
Do you know
where it came from? Someone I consider somewhat reliable, huh?
Do you know where that reliable source is now? Do you still hold status in the industry?
After I told the story, I'm expecting he'll pop up in my DM or something, getting on my case, or maybe not.
Right.
And we'll see. Yeah, I can tell you. I'm gonna tell you his name on the back end. You might want to track him down.
Say less. Gotcha. Holy shit. We've heard some stories, man. We've heard some stories about people in this industry, interviewers getting potentially somebody killed because of things that they've asked, and we've heard some wild shit. And I've seen some things personally with my eyes in some of the job positions I've been in with some names that I'll talk about on the back end too. But
what you just mentioned, your boy Vlad kind of like got a catapult from a similar scenario, asking certain questions, turned out to be a detriment physical situation, and then he took it legal.
Yes, we're not allowed to say his name on this platform because we.
Oh, my bad.
We talk about Vladimir, and all of a sudden we haters and niggas trying to take his shit and all this other wild stuff.
My bad. Look, my thing with Vlad, I never get on the bandwagon of what everybody talks about, right? Because I have a personal thing with Vlad, so I don't want it to seem like I'm just on the bandwagon. So I never chime in to what the cultural issues are, although I agree with a lot of them. Right. But because my issue with him is personal, about how he dealing with me in the industry, I don't tear down his inclusion because that would make my issue void.
Did you interview with him before? Or no.
Yeah,
Oh.
before that's the thing. When he was on training wheels.
Yeah.
And I gave him a big one. And then like now as he developed, it ain't no, it's over with. Like, this shit didn't take place.
Right. Yeah. That should have took place. What's up with you and Math, man? I seen you did a video. You weren't too happy with him. Well, what's up with you two? Everything
now,
good
shout out
now,
to Math. This is my thing with Math. I'm glad it's a good question, bro. I swear to God, this was not no preloaded question, Math. None of that.
Not at all.
Me and Math, really, I'm just a battle rap consumer, right?
Okay.
So I'm aware of Mav just based on from the days of Dose and that's he is who he is. I kind of liked him. He got bars. Just he one of the fixtures in battle rap. I appreciate it. Whatever.
Right.
And one day he was way before he had his podcast. He said some shit like out of nowhere. He like, where that nigga Spider Loc at? Yeah, son. Where's Spider Loc at? Something. And then right here in the black box, I went on my live and was like, I'm right here. I don't know who we both know, but eventually we was on the phone together like the next day or 2 days. And me and Math was cool. We talked about coming on each other's platforms and A couple days later, he went back on his platform and shouted me out and then said, yeah, but yo, son, why you always going at 50? I want to know that. After we had spoke on the phone, he didn't say none of that. But however, since then, his platform done went kaboom and all that, and we still cool. We text, we communicate a few times when things matter, and it's nothing negative or nothing. I seen the new shit he been going on with Serious Jones and all that, but I ain't got no problem with Math. We haven't had enough interaction to maintain no type of negativity. But now that his platform is enormous, he seemed no longer in the transfer of presence on the platforms though. The trade that we talked about. What up, Math? What up? Let's get back to that trade. Now, to be honest with you, I'll tell you what happened. Remember, I told you said that 50 Cent shit, right?
Yeah.
So once his shit blew up $1 million worth of game, I'm like, shit, I come on there and answer them 50 Cent questions for you. And his response is like, Loc, you trying to get me in trouble. So I just left it alone.
So you can't get in trouble on our platform. Fuck it. What's up with you and 50?
Oh, well, it's nothing really up. But, he asked. Remember, he was like, I told you he said that shit.
Yeah.
So I was just trolling. Like, if you really want to know, let me get up in the barber chair.
Gotcha,
we didn't really have to discuss 50 at all. That was just my way of inviting myself or striking the conversation up.
Right.
Yeah. But we see what's up with 50. Getting a whole lot of TV money. And you know what he taught us? You're getting money. I can't get none with you, then fuck you. So shit. That's what he taught us. Shit.
You think that whole G Unit, like, obviously is dead or whatever, but if there was ever like a reunion tour, you think that could ever happen?
I think it could happen. I think it should happen. I think ego is stopping it from happening. And I think it's the same ego that ran it into the ground.
50.
Exactly though. Yes, Mr. Jackson.
But take us back. Take us real quick. Not gonna keep too much longer though. I don't know if we ever got the story from you. What happened between 50 Cent and Game? If you know, was the egos with that too?
Oh, that was a big ego battle. Battle with egos. Right. Triggered by Game initially, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
50 service Game as a CEO extremely well at a time when Game needed it the most. Mm-hmm. And I remember Game expressing to me how much he appreciated 50 coming in and saving this situation. Because me and Game was cool at a time when he was signed to Dre and extremely frustrated being on the back burner. And his common conversation was, I don't give a fuck if Dre drop me tomorrow. Puffy gonna sign me the next day. Because of a pre-existing relationship with Puffy that he had. He claimed to have partied for 2 years, just travel around and party with Diddy. He's into the Diddy parties long ago. Right after his male stripper years, but I don't want to get off track. So at that time in his career, 50 Cent swooped in, saved him, put his situation together, and Game was calling 50 the realest nigga he ever met in the game for a long time. When he realized this wasn't a bromance and a love affair, and that his deal through 50 didn't cause him to be viewed as a equal to 50, his ego was bruised.
I think that might have. See, during that time when we watching, Game was the hottest fucking thing smoking, boy. When he came out, that motherfucker was on fire. And then when he started beefing with 50, because I remember I was a huge 50 fan, but I rock with Game on that situation because I was just such a fan of Game. Did that hurt him?
Her 50?
Her game.
Hell yeah, her game on my mama. Dead
Yeah.
homies, daughters, lokes, loved ones, everything I love and live for, sons and
Yeah.
sister. The
Yeah.
nigga game called me. I remember being overseas. Called me like, hey man, if you can, please holler at 50, man. Tell him I throwing a white towel. He said, man, ain't none of these white folks ain't fucking with me because I ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
And I try to patch it in for him, and 50 be like, I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna take the call. You know why? Because he'll be back on stage saying something different tomorrow. And lo and behold, this nigga Gang would be on the stage the next day with somebody in a rat costume beating up the rat or something. With G Not t-shirts on. So yeah, it hurt him a lot.
You could tell because although like the consumer, it was popular. The shit, you know what I mean? We loved the blood and the bullshit. It seemed like Game's rise kind of stalled right there. All the mixtapes and 100 bars and running was dope, but it seemed like his career trajectory kind of said plateaued.
Well, you know, I know y'all viewed it as dope because it's like y'all watching Men's Society and thinking O-Dog is a gangster. I mean, Lorenz Tate is a gangster.
That's a fact. Yeah, it is.
You feel me? That's why. But we knew he was corny as fuck. But a lot of people out here still appreciated it because it was a shot for the section.
Right.
He's putting on for the section. But dude has always been viewed as a cornball around us. Always.
Yeah, throughout the years on the podcast, you kind of seen it when he beefed with Meek and then all that shit in Philly and then the little shit. You know what I mean?
But way before all that. You don't remember him standing up against that chain link fence with the butterfly on his face crying because he don't like the state of hip-hop? Man, I wasn't made for this hip-hop, man. This when you was liking him. This is G-Unit days when he was beefing with 50. This the game you chose. Man,
I did. I fucked with him. I did.
Hip-hop, man. I should have been back in another hip-hop, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
So talk real quick, man. You put a video out. I don't know if it was a police video of you getting
body cam footage, man.
Body cam footage, right? You got arrested, right?
Yes, sir.
They had a drop. It's like they had the drop on you, man.
Nah, what happened was my oldest son, who happens to be a correctional officer at San Quentin, shout out Steve, love you, boy.